Hi, I'm Harold Hansen with Healing Free Dog School. My username is Healing Free, H-E-E-L-I-N-G-F-R-E-E. You're probably wondering what's a dog trainer doing with motorcycle helmets on this table. The reason I'm shooting this short video is that I want to show you how I solved the problem. I usually ride west. I live in Eugene, Oregon, and I ride west out in the Coast Range toward the Pacific, and I usually do it in the afternoon, and so the sun is coming down and kind of getting in my eyes and glaring. So my first attempt at solving the glare problem was, I do use sunglasses obviously, and the sunglasses sort of help, but there's still a bright spot. So what I ended up doing was I ended up buying a very thin, transparent piece of plastic. I can't remember, it was about 10 bucks. And you're supposed to stick that right on the front of the faceplate here that comes down. And that didn't really work that great. What it ended up doing was it ended up turning the sun from a sun-colored bright glare to a green bright glare. So it didn't really solve the problem. So I got rid of that, and I ended up buying another. This is called the Supervisor, S-U-P-E-R-V-I-S-O-R. This is a good product. My installation was a little bit off-center, and I had some trouble getting the adhesive to. They come with some clips that you stick on here, and it's a great product. The installation being crooked is my fault. I'm sure some of you who are more talented than I am would be able to get it on straight and not have it look like you just piled a bunch of glue on top of it. I think I used either something like shoe glue or something like that to make it adhere. It worked really well. If the sun is coming down, you can just sort of flip this guy down, and what would happen is this visor would definitely give you some shade, kind of like this, where you can look out underneath it and see, and it would stop the sun. By the way, that little blue plastic clip was a little ventilator thing. I had some trouble with this thing staying just a little bit closed, and so it would close all the way, and of course then it would fog up. So I ended up buying one of those little, not a retractable, but a little magic marker, and I just stuck the end of the magic marker up into the end of this, like this, and it just created a little bit of an airspace that allowed the air to come in. So let's move on to Plan B. Plan B, I bought another Scorpion helmet, which I really like, and this one has a sun guard, which I thought was really slick. I'm going to flip this down and show it to you. This has a faceplate, obviously, too, that you can put down like this and close and open, and it works really. It's a great helmet. And this sun guard has a little slide switch on the side. It takes a little bit of while to try to figure out where the heck is the thing. And then what you can do is you simply slide it up like this, and this green transparent guard comes down. Well, green transparent guard worked sort of okay. First time I went west, though, I did just a quick breeze around town, and you still get that glare spot. So what I ended up doing was solving the problem in a very inexpensive method, and what I did was I simply took a piece of electrical tape and I put it right on the top like this. So you get that visor effect, plus you can still look out underneath it. So you can use it either with this thing down or up. By the way, if you don't have this slip down guide like this, you could probably just slide this thing down and put a piece of electrical tape across here, again, where you get a little bit of a visor effect like this, where you can see underneath it. Now, the only problem I have is if you're riding west and you're approaching a red light, you kind of have to look up a little bit to see what the light is doing and then look back down again. But the piece of tape definitely is a very, very inexpensive solution to this problem of the glare coming in. The way I set it up was I took my other helmet, and I knew I had kind of measured this visor thing so that it was going to work and block the sun, and I had to figure out how far is this and how far should I put the piece of tape down on the slide down visor here, like this. So what I ended up doing was I ended up standing facing my garage, and I just sort of looked out, and I put a little mark where the this part was, and then I just sort of put the electrical tape, moved it up and down, and stood up next to that mark, and I set it against that. Nice thing about this electrical tape is it peels off real easy. It doesn't damage the thing. I probably avoided the warranty, but I don't know if that's a big deal. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a very inexpensive solution to the sun. So if you're riding east into the sunrise or west into the sunset, a piece of electrical tape is a pretty smart idea. So thanks for watching. I'm Harold Hansen with Healing Free Dog School, and I hope you'll watch some of my other videos.